I am nearly 30 years old and I've never been shredded in my entire life. So what's changed? Why do I now think I'm suddenly going to get shredded at age 30? I will tell you why. During my many attempts at getting shredded, I've made a lot of mistakes. And the beauty of that is I've learned from those mistakes. Let's recap some of the mistakes I've made in the past and see if we can learn from them together. Number one, I hadn't taken the time to learn about and study my own body. I had also never accurately calculated my maintenance calories. Additionally, I had never taken the time to properly track macros, and because of that, I had a fundamental misunderstanding of diet and how to manipulate foods based on your goals. I also had no understanding of fatigue management. And because of that, I didn't understand the importance of diet breaks. I also didn't understand how important rest is in the process. And another crucial thing I misunderstood was that willpower is a suboptimal way of enforcing a diet. A much more practical and sustainable approach requires calculated flexibility. I did not fully comprehend the importance of muscle, how to build it, and how to maintain it. In terms of building muscle, I didn't understand the importance of progressive overload, sufficient calorie intake, and sufficient protein intake. As a result, I couldn't foresee that without building sufficient amount of muscle, it doesn't matter how lean you get, you're probably not going to have the body you're hoping for. Now, this is something I've done a lot of, and I still continue to do, and I'm trying not to do. I never fully comprehended the role genetics play in the different ways people look. I didn't realize that comparisons are pretty pointless, and instead focusing on yourself and what's possible for you is a much better approach. I've taken the time to learn about my body. I spent a solid 2 years tracking macros, and through this I've deepened my knowledge of food and I've learned how to manipulate my diet in a way that suits my goals. I've now fully grasped the idea of fatigue, and I understand that it's important to manage fatigue, and I've learned by taking diet breaks that they really help you along the way in your diet. I've now also stopped using willpower as a driving force behind my diet. Instead, I've structured my diet in a way that it doesn't require too much willpower, and instead I use a calculated, flexible approach. One thing I've started to realize is that in bodybuilding, in changing your body composition, rest is a crucial part of the process. It's the time when you grow, and it's still something I'm struggling with and trying to remind myself of, but I'm definitely resting more. I've spent a solid amount of time building muscle in a calorie surplus, and so I've put a significant amount of muscle on my body. I know what's required to maintain that muscle, and if I want to build more, I know what's required to build more. For the past 2 years, I've actually been using progressive overload, and it's made a huge difference to my physique and my lifts in the gym. I've also experimented with sufficient calorie intakes and seen that with enough calories, you can put on a substantial amount of muscle, and I've learned to consistently get in the right amount of protein every day. And because I now have all this muscle all over my body, my abs included, when I am in a deficit and I'm reducing my calories and I'm in a fat loss phase, my body composition reflects more accurately what I was hoping for. I've learned that everyone has different genetics. I've learned that everyone has a different background and different environment in which they're training or trying to lose fat or build muscle. I've learned that some people are using special sports supplements. I've learned that some people are younger, some are older. Ultimately, everyone is different, and comparing ourselves to anyone else is a really stupid and pointless idea. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you have any comments, please leave them below and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Also, if you liked any of the music, please let me know. This is all my music. I will be only using my music in these videos. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, give it a subscribe, all those things. You're a star pupil. Thank you for getting to the end. Love and kisses, your boy Jacky.